What's up, everybody? We're out here today visiting my friend. Let everybody know your name.
My name is Chuya, like Chuya Buya.
Chuya. How would you spell that?
Chuya.
Okay. And you're out here trying to empower women and let them know where they make some mistakes at. Where can they find you at? Do you have any social media anywhere that they can find you at?
Yeah, I make YouTube videos. It's Chuya, Chuya, Buya, Booya.
That's your YouTube channel.
Yes.
Okay. And so, what are you trying to do to empower women? Like, are you giving them messages? Are you showing them how to change their lifestyle, or what is it?
Pretty much it's kind of like a big sister type of thing, like where I tell you where I messed up, or maybe I'm seeing other people mess up. And sometimes when you're messing up or you're going through things, you either see it and it's like an out of body experience, you keep messing up, or you just don't know how to do better. So it's kind of like, here's what's wrong, here's what you can do, and it's just going to make you more confident and powerful.
And this is something that you've been through, or how are you getting your knowledge to let them, to show them?
Most of it is what I've been through, and then a lot of the times I'm just like I know other people have gone through these things, and it's just like, why, when people are going through these things, they're making it seem like everything was fine. Now that I'm going through it, it's awful. Like, you see the reality of things. So I'm just letting you know what I've been through and the reality of it all, so you don't go down the same way, I guess.
And what would be an example of what you're talking about? Just can you give us one example?
I mean, it could be anything. I have a video right now of my first crush and how that was, like, I was just really stupid, and like just what I saw afterwards, and it was just kind of like, oh wow, that was a year in my life that I could have been doing other things that was empowering me instead of just tearing me down, going through that emotional roller coaster. It's really anything.
Okay. And so it's basically personal experiences.
Yeah, personal experiences, and just maybe if I were to see something, maybe me trying to look out for somebody else.
And what have you learned as far as people that nowadays? I mean, I know times change. Have you noticed any changes just growing up? Have you noticed any changes in people, or do you think everything's basically the same?
Um, the I Everything's pretty much the same. The reason that I feel like things have changed is because everything's like getting put in the light pretty much. So like now that we see how things really are, like maybe a lot of girls are starting to see that they're really getting played because social media, and it's just easier to find out when someone's cheating. That like no one has trust, no one takes relationships as seriously as they should, and it changed a lot of people's mindsets. But it's just because we know more than what we did back then.
Oh, okay.
I feel
So
like.
so social media is not. You don't think that's an advantage for women and men, or do you think that destroys people?
It's whatever you make it. It, like, let's say if you were someone who maybe before social media you would have been hiding a lot of things, it would be a lot harder for you to hide those things now. So it'd be sucky for you. But if you're someone who maybe you have a business, it's an advantage. If you have a long distance relationship, advantage. So it's whatever you make it.
Okay. And the question. This is a personal question I have. What do you think about, or how do you look at when you first meet a guy?
Hmm.
Um, what do you get out of it? What do you think? Do you think you're gonna get the true him? Do you think you get the fake him? Or, I mean, what do you think happens when two people first meet?
Like me and start dating and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, me personally, I always try to be someone's friend first, so I don't really have that issue. Like, you're cool with someone, you don't really show that interest, you're showing yourself. And so as long as that person seems cool before I like them, um, then I mean, I just hope for the best. I feel like the more you're yourself, the easier it's going to be for that person to be themselves, and which is why you got to focus on yourself first.
So what do you do when you first say a guy talks to you and you could tell he's trying to pursue more than a friendship? I mean, how do you go about it? Do you put up barriers? Do you or just how do you go about it? Do you look at him and say, well, this guy, he looks pretty cool, or you look, or looks, have nothing to do with it? You wait till he talks, or his actions, or what is it?
I kind of like look into everything. Like I'll look at him and I'm like, okay, yeah, he looks pretty cool. I see the way he talks to other people. I'm kind of like just observing at first. So it is, he should look pretty cool. He should act pretty cool, relaxed. Because a lot of the times, some people just make it really obvious that they want something more, and it can be kind of awkward. So if it's something like that, no. If it's something like regular conversation, and I just think this person's cool, that's what's gonna attract them.
And so, what do you tell all these females that are on social media and all these guys? Of course, um, message them and ask them to go out. I mean, what type of advice do you have for them?
For girls who message guys to go out.
Well, the guys message them, and it's a constant thing that when a girl, especially if she's pretty, she'll get a lot of inboxes and guys tell them, "Oh, this you're pretty, and let's go out." What do you tell those girls? Do you tell them be very careful, or
Yeah, I would say be very careful because you never know when someone has bad intentions. Even if it's someone that you're friends with or your friend is friends with, you just can't never tell with the person. So I would say be careful if for whatever reason you do meet up with this person. That's up to you. But definitely go with a friend or go with just someone you trust. Don't go by yourself.
and what are some red flags in that situation?
Red flags, like if maybe he's automatically just maybe he messages you more than once and when you didn't respond, or it's kind of like he's saying, oh hey, you look sexy, or liking only pictures that maybe make you seem a little bit more provocative. Like that's always red flags. Like if you maybe have, it depends what kind of pictures you have on your page too. Like that's up to you, but you have to acknowledge maybe this is the type of like this is what he's expecting, because guys expect a lot. Even if you're not saying anything, your pictures can say stuff too. So yeah, I would just say be careful, be aware, realize where you're at, and maybe what kind of results you're getting. So maybe you have to be more careful about how you're filtering things out and stuff like that. But be
And
careful with everyone.
that's right.
You never know.
And so you are here in Southern California now.
Yeah.
And how long have you been out here for?
About 8 months.
And you're from where?
Sacramento, California.
And what are the differences between the two places? Do you like it here better? I mean, you only been here, like you said, just a couple months, but do you see the difference, or is it all the same?
I think it's all the same, but I see a difference because I'm just a lot happier. So I'm starting to interact with people more, have better relationships. And to me, I'm like, oh wow, people in LA are so cool, but I think it's just me. Everywhere's the same pretty much. It's just wherever you put yourself.
Yeah, because people will say that out here. They'll say that people out here are worse. I mean, everybody has some type of attitude, and it just people are. They say people are kind of nasty out here. They're not too friendly, but you seem to see different.
Yeah.
And I mean,
So far.
yeah. So up north, it wasn't what people are. How would you describe the people up there?
People were nice. People were cool. Just towards the end, the people that I had the closest were not. It was almost like tar that I just, as I moved and got better, it was just like little by little cleaning off the tar that a lot of people just left on you and made you feel like gunky.
Oh, okay. So that's probably the reason you feel good out here, because maybe you moved away from all that bad stuff up there.
Right, and then now I filter all that before anyone gets too close.
So now you're going to be careful out here meeting
Yeah.
people, and just make sure that the wrong people don't get attached to you,
Right.
because then you're going to go through the same thing. So you're saying basically it's the same thing. Up there and down here is the same thing.
Yeah, I think everywhere you go, it's gonna be cool people. It's gonna be like people who have like the worst intentions. You're gonna find all kind of crazy things, but
And that's awesome. That's awesome that that you get to see that already. A lot of people take a long time to notice that and just keep going through life miserable.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like I said, that's awesome that at a young age you were able to see that and distance yourself now.
Yeah.
Any bad experiences out here so far?
Yeah, I did have to block a few people already, which sucks because I never really block anyone on social media, but yeah.
Wow.
But cutting it off, soon and
That's the only thing you can do. I try to tell people.
right,
You
and
see you don't
stay
get along.
nice and pleasant to other people.
You see you don't get along with somebody, you got to cut them off. There's no, well, I'll just let them hang around. No, because it's going to be negative all the time.
Right.
Yeah. So, like you said, to find you, the only way to find you is on YouTube now, or?
You can find me on Instagram. I did recently delete all my pictures on Instagram, but you could just follow me on YouTube, and once I start posting pictures, once I get back into that, then I'll just start putting my Instagram on there.
And your whole goal for the YouTube channel is for?
It's just maybe to help someone out, or maybe multiple people, if they see the message and they like it and they feel like, oh wow, I relate to this. I didn't even see it like this. No one's looking out for me for whatever reason, because people are either going through their own lives or they're just mean. So it's just, like I said, like the big sister type of thing, like just looking out for other women.
So they could message you on YouTube, right?
Right.
Okay.
But anyone in general, not just women. Mostly women though.
You want to help out the women race?
Mostly, just because there's more things that I've gone through.
The women gender, the women race. But that's cool. So let them know one more time your YouTube channel, your Instagram, where to get a hold of you at, and we'll go from there.
Okay. My YouTube is Chuya, Chuya CHUYA space BOOYAA, and Instagram is the same thing, but together with Chuya has two A's on Booyah, and underscore in between the two words.
Okay. Well, it was nice talking to you for these couple of minutes, and we'll be getting a hold of you in a couple of days, a couple of weeks, and we're gonna ask the viewers what they want to hear, and the questions I get, I will be asking you, and you could reply as best you can.
Okay.
Okay. So it was nice talking to you, and you have yourself a beautiful day.
All right.
Bye bye.
Bye.